matchup. Look at all these heroes being picked out here. How can we expect to see a Jace Cho back in Season 6? When are we going to be looking at Sayla rocking that Furbius after a long time? And let's not even forget, we have a Moskov in the mix for the very first time in Season 6.
Yeah, a very different rotation by Jay in the mid lane actually. He scours the map and actually catches a glimpse of the orange buff. So I think Team Flash has just slightly more information on what RSG is trying to achieve at this point of the game.
What else can we gonna be expecting here from both sides, huh? Now, RSG did of course pick out the Furbius for a couple of factors. Number one, we are looking at Jay that is onto the show. You gotta have to really look out for that. Number two, we are also gonna be looking at the Claude. Claude with the BMI gets himself out of dodge very easily, and you're gonna have to find a way to really scout out where exactly Claude is, which Sayla will be able to give that kind of information.
Yep, talking about Sayla, actually it's interesting. He takes the wait, hang on.
Hades in the mid lane, the cutthroat as well, lands in the first blood here onto Sayla. Speaking of Sayla, I mean, Ray trying to get revenge, praises around, not enough damage just yet. Lucent Cutie with the knockup, Lolzy will get away for now.
Yeah, but I was just about to say he took the Fury and he has the emblem on the Festival of Blood. So it's a very different kind of Phobius gameplay that we're looking at. He is going to be using this Phobius more as a bait and a re-engage tool against Team Flash.
There's actually a lot of utility and applications for Sayla here. With the Demonic Force constantly being procced, either number one from Oki, he himself can force the Demonic Force. Diablo can force the Demonic Force too. There's so many things within the lineups of RSG that allows them to work on these procs for Sayla.
Lolzy falls to the hands of Team Flash here. The kick onto Oki. Hades finishes him off. It's going to be a trade out. Now Flash at 2 and RSG at 1 kill at the moment.
Yeah, but Flash has a very slight lead, which is surprising because RSG actually got the turtle. So they're just going to have the EXP lead, and you will slowly see the transition of gold lead going to the pockets of RSG, right? But Team Flash, you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to mitigate this and neutralize the lead by getting kills across the map, left and right. That's one of the strengths of Fanny as well. But like we mentioned before, the big question, this Diablo and Hades matchup. Fanny, as we all know, loves to do the split push, and that's the opportunity that Diablo is going to be waiting for in the later part of the game.
Eventually, top lane might be something that we want to see, because Badang may actually be in it for a little bit of trouble, but do they even have enough damage to deal with this?
Jay with the kick knocks Diablo back. Hades comes in again with the burst damage. Enough to put Diablo down for now. Bray a bit late to the party, but trying to make something work here. Comes in with a praises breath. Hades cables out of that one. And Bray doesn't get anything. Trying to go on to Adamir here. A bit of compensation, putting out damage bit by bit. Taunt is there, but it's not enough to be able to kill him.
Yep, Team Flash, this is exactly the game plan. You just maintain this goal lead. It's not a lot, but it's about making a statement here. Oh, Sayla jumps in.
Well, Jay, Sayla with the Demonic Force going on to Jay here again and again.
Oh!
Jay just waiting to take the damage here. I think he knows that it's not quite enough. The knockup from Lucent Cutie onto Adamir. They're trying to contest for this buff here. Last Insanity used as well in the backline. Hades again being targeted by Diablo actually and has to back out.
Very aggressive front from the side of RSG, literally trying to take everything away from the side of Team Flash. But unfortunately, Demonic Force is not quite available just yet. There is a lot of individual fights and individual kind of like squabbles between the players. Oh!
Taken down here by Hades, the flicker, Lucent Cutie trying to get it, and he manages to shut down Hades. So finally, bit of consolation here from RSG. In the meantime, Bray actually trying to take the turtle up top.
Bray, it doesn't seem like he will be getting any challenge in the Turtle's Pit at all. But Team Flash may want to find a substitute value as we move on down to the bottom lane. We do have the Cho as well as the Claude. There's literally just going to be down in the bottom lane a little bit of that babysitting service, I'm gonna have to say. Team Flash wants to elevate this Claude as much as possible, but the question is, when would that be the case? Lolzy as well as Jay are constantly running around. They are always getting information for the team, and they are always around the river.
I'm actually just worried about Vanix right here while he gets the farm. You know, the Blazing Duets isn't going to do that much damage against Oki if his positioning is not correct, because Oki can just move out of the way. But Oki might get caught out here if Jay gets his way.
Still safe for the moment. Lalzi meeting Gray and Sayla here in the river. Knock up onto Lalzi, the taunt as well, the damage, and Oki lands that with the Spear of Destruction. Lalzi goes down, Sayla pops the Demonic Force onto Jay here, trying to zone the members out. Admir, Last Insanity in the backline, going for Oki, but Sayla gets caught by Hades here. He falls to his hands, and it's gonna be Team Flash protecting this turret for now. I think it's just both of these teams, you know, showing really, really crazy plays with the picks that they have.
Yeah, but it's a big win for RSG at this point because sure, they lost Sayla, but they got the purple buff away from the Fanny. So Hades is not going to have this cooldown reduction, and right now they're trying to make a difference by getting a kill on Diablo, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, initially I was thinking, does Team Flash not have a lot of lockdowns at all, or magical damage or such? It does seem as though RSG, they are not going to be giving much care about magical damage at all, to the point that they wouldn't even get themselves half boots. In the meantime, top lane.
Jay with the kick, Diablo onto the wall here, but Diablo and Sayla chasing him down. Instead, Flicker spends. Sayla catches up with him and seals the deal for himself.
Yep, that was a beautiful Malefic Terror, and that's going to seal the deal for them. But more importantly, is getting a kill on Adamir. Oki going to try his best to go on this.
I don't think that there's going to be much from Oki. It is still relatively early, and yeah, it's still relatively early for Moskov to even get any form of multi-kills unless he goes around kill-stealing his fellow friends. But hey, let's be honest here, that is the kind of thing that you would want as a Moskov in the early stages of the game. Hopefully someone feeds you all these kills. RSG is already 3,000 gold ahead, and Oki would love to be fed from this point onwards. What kind of items does he have? Does he go off with the Great Dragon Spear, this kind of stuff? I don't think that he will go for something like that, but it's just purely on the critical and attack speed. That is likely going to be the case. But for now, Team Flash finding themselves best spot.
Gray gets a turtle, Lalzi circling Eagle, trying to run away, but Sayla's just waiting for him. Pops a Demonic Force right as he lands, and will nail that for himself. Now RSG, this is... I mean, remember that they have Sayla, right? And Oki. They're supposed to be in the late game. They're going to be monsters, but right now they're already getting some of these kills.
Yep, Lucian has been very successful in getting all this onwards in Earth Shadows, actually.
I really just want to know just how Hades is feeling right now. Yes, he does have a total of 5 kills, but as a Fanny, I'm pretty sure that you would want to have a lot more kills and get even more domination across the map.
I mean, it feels as though he's like way behind, even though he's 5-1-0.
Yeah, because here's the sad thing. Even if you want to kill someone, it cannot be anyone in the side lanes. If you want to go for the Batarang, you die. If you want to go to the Moskov, you may die too.
Hades trying to catch Lucian Cutie here to knock up. He does secure that kill for himself, Bray, as well as Oki coming, putting out the spears, damaging Jade's. Not going to be enough to seal his life for now. Vanix finds Bray, escapes.
Yep, Spear of Destruction gonna miss his mark here. I think one of the things that RSG has to realize is that as long as Sayla is within the ranks of the fight and the skirmish, they probably win it all. So, which is why you see they didn't exactly have the best pressure when Sayla was just walking around with Diablo in the top lane as well.
It would eventually come to the point where Team Flash, they will find themselves having a lot of problems because they lack the damage. That is one of the problems whenever you just completely substitute your mid laner for full-on utility.
Oh, they're going on the bottom side. They get the turret as well. And Sayla, again, popping that Demonic Force. He's been crazy on this phobia so far. In the purple buff, though, rolling it out, Hades trying to fight for another one of his jungle. They're just cutting the resources off from him so far.
With the Lord not just spawned, RSGSG, they find themselves congregating around the Lord's Pit, and they even find the stun onto Jace. Not quite enough to bring him down just yet though, but Team Flash, they definitely have an idea, and they know of the timing that RSGSG is working on for this Lord.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Right, Lucian Cutie now gonna be scouting around. He has the anti-Cuirass. I don't think Team Flash will be able to get this steal here.
Nope. It will still go the way of RSG, and now with the Lord in their hands, Flash, will they be able to make something work hanging around this mid lane here. Hades resorting to split pushing and trying to just, push up the waves, get some control off the map. But RSG, they're going to be coming down with the Lord to crash down on even more structures.
Yep, Sayla is just being a bug at this point because he is forcing Team Flash to have all the attention on him and they don't move away from the lanes, which allows so much space for Diablo and take a look at Lucian Cutie and Moskov Orki just to split down on the side lanes, and Team Flash gonna have this gold gap made even further.
I mean, so we talked about the Badang, right? Like Diablo on the Badang. So far, we haven't even seen so much of that fist crack yet. Already, Oki is becoming a problem. He's, I think, almost done with his Trinity build as well. Hades, top lane, takes some damage. Sayla again pops that Demonic Force, tries to go on him, forces him to back away.
Yeah, but Diablo expanded that fist crack, so that's some safe news for Flash at least.
I mean, the face crack doesn't really have a very long cooldown after all, but in the meantime, down in the bottom lane, Lucian Cutie comes in to save the day, ensures that Oki does not go down. With the Lord that has already made his way past the bottom lane inhibited turret, RSG now have got just one more outer turret to deal with in the middle lane, which shouldn't be a problem at all.
They're trying to make quick work of this now. Another turret in RSG's name, Adamir, trying to fend that off, but taking a lot of damage here.
Oh,
has the immortality
nice
though,
hit.
and manages to back out just for now. Lucian Cutie on zone duty here. Lalzi pops Circling Eagle, knocks Oki up, but backs out. I think, Flash, right now, it's so tough for them to be able to defend this, and maybe Hades can pull off something.
Really want to see something like that happening eventually, but let's be honest here. Hades, the fact that he doesn't have the map control together with the rest of his team, they don't have anyone that's really tanky enough to really hold down the fort. So Hades is pretty much forced to a situation whereby he gonna have to play a Fanny without the purple buff. And let's be honest, that's gonna be tough. In the meantime,
Jay finds the kick onto Oki actually, and now Flash, they're crashing onto him. Lucian Cutie takes the damage in the backline though. Adamir pops the last insanity, almost takes Oki down.
okay.
It's gonna be Lalzi that goes down instead, and Team Flash, they trade out 1-for-1 at this point. Sayla coming into the backline, and in the front, Adamir's in trouble all around.
Diablo.
Flash facing trouble, but Hades manages to secure that 1 against 1 up against Diablo.
It's a very slight silver lining for the side of Team Flash. They had their base cracked open on the bot side. So RSG now have this huge lead, goal lead of 6,500 with the Lord coming up in the next 5 seconds as well. RSG very, very safely put in control.
now we are looking at a very evident lack of damage, right? When we saw Adamir really literally going gung-ho right in the faces of Oki, trying to go for the last insanity, have even expanded Jay's Way of the Dragon. They did whatever that they can in order to lock down Oki, but they just can't bring him down just because they don't have the damage. It's full-on utility, and they actually put a lot of these hopes and dreams on the shoulders of Vanix and Hades. But the question always stands, can the both of them stay alive?
Yeah, I mean, your Sailor just running you down on the neck, but the Lord...
Oh, Jay walks into that, maybe trying to find the kick, but immediately he melts down. Vanix,
Lord,
blazing
reset.
duet, has to be MIO, but Sailor secures that kill! Vanix is gone from the map, and now damage dealer down. Flash has nothing against RSG, and they manage to take this Lord completely for free.
Yep, they can't do anything. Sailor is so far ahead. He has that Clock of Destiny, and he has the Lightning Truncheon as well. And paired up, he has the Dominance Ice, which works into the passive of that Clock of Destiny. So right now, the Lightning Truncheon. So right now, RSG, they have the advantage. Let's see if they can close it out in the next 3 to 4 minutes.
This is looking real tough. I mean, RSG, Oki has already picked up the Malefic Roar as well. He is chunking like a beast, and it's gonna be... I don't see a way for Flash.
They are lacking way too much damage, and they don't have a way to really lock down multiple people at once. If they do have a way that, okay, they can finally get themselves and weave themselves onto Oki. They have dealt with Oki, but who's gonna deal with Diablo? Who's gonna deal with Zayla?
Jay finds the kick onto Oki. Might this be the play? But Edamir goes in the back line as well, tries to look for him. Vanix forced to back out. Bray is down. Hades secures that one. The Lord comes down on the bottom side. RSG trying to go into the base. Jay in trouble. Lucian Cutie puts him down. Diablo backs away as well, but RSG goes for the base! And they manage to secure this one for themselves. So 3, 2, 1, taking the entire series.